Hi, third, fourth, and fifth grade leaders. We're preparing for May 12th. Happy Mother's Day to those moms out there leading today. Thank you for leading. Today, we're talking about Moses' farewell. As we've talked about, Moses is getting old. He's 120. And in his last days, he pens a letter to the Israelites to help them remember everything God has brought them through. I don't know about you, but my grandmothers have done that for me. I love keeping their writings. I hope that one day my mom will have the same thing for my kiddos so that I can remember how God took care of them. One of my grandmothers kept all of her letters and details of my grandfather's missions from the war. And so I love going back and reading those, and I was able to help her put that in a digital form so that all of us have access to that now. My other grandmother was amazing at writing poetry. And so as we think about Mother's Day today, I'm hoping that all of us have some of those kind of memories. And if we don't have those memories, maybe we start creating those memories so that we can put a stake in the ground today and remember that God has been faithful to our families for so many years, and he's going to continue to be faithful to us until Jesus returns. And so Moses' letter to the Israelites was to remind them of how God was faithful to them, how he took care of them. He also reminded them that they were sinful people. And because they were sinful people, they wandered in the wilderness longer than they had to. And that they needed to make sure that they were strong and courageous so they could face all that God had for them in the coming years. So your social activity for this series is kind of challenging, and it's challenging on purpose because what it's supposed to be doing is kind of teaching all of us a lesson that it takes lots of repetition for us to get it, to understand many things. So this activity is to help kids see how many times it might take them to actually learn something and let it sink in. What you're going to do is write a 10-digit number as a cue. You can use a phone number. Those are 10 digits. If you need to figure out 10 numbers that you can write down. And you're going to have the kids read those numbers to you. Then you're going to cover them and ask them to tell you what numbers were there in the right order. And then give them a couple more chances to say the numbers one more time or two more times. And then after that's over, you are going to share with them 5 words, and these are just some random words that I chose: dog, banana, dinner, math, and ball. And they're going to do the same thing with the words that they did with the numbers. Say all of the words. You're going to cover them up. They're going to try to tell you the words that were on there, and then you're going to give them 2 more times to say or read the words, and then you're going to ask them to tell you what the number was, the 10-digit number in the correct order. And yes, it's challenging, and you may have a few smarty pants that can actually do this. Hopefully you're choosing different words and numbers every time you're with the kids, but this is really just to point out to all of us, just like the Israelites needed God to remind them who he was, we need the same thing. And so that's what your social activity is for. We'll move into large group. And then when you get into small groups, you are going to have some cardstock pictures that look like this and some stamp pads in your basket, as well as some baby wipes. And kids are going to take their fingers and put it on the stamp pad and put their fingers on here to make this look like a dandelion, as well as a picture. Let's see if you can see this picture. Can you see this picture on here? So it should look like that, similar to this when they're finished. If you want to show them that picture so they can make it look really pretty for mom. Just like I told you, I remember my grandma's leaving a legacy. I want for every mom to know that they have a legacy with their kids. Just like Moses wrote to the Israelites, they have a legacy with their kids. And we're taking time today to acknowledge that they are that primary faith trainer in their kids' life. And we're here to partner with them and to help them find ways that they can connect with their kids and help them grow in their faith as well. Your memory verse activity, you have some dominoes. You'll take the dominoes and lay them in a line so that you can make them all fall in like a Rube Goldberg kind of setting. You're going to put each word in order, and then once you have it all in order, you can knock it all over. And then you can pray and send the cards home with the kids. I need you to be mindful that we have some kids that do not live with their birth parent or mother. And so if they tell you that they don't have a mom to give this to, that's okay. That maybe they have somebody else in their life they'd like to give it to. Maybe a teacher, maybe another family member, maybe a trusted friend that they'd like to honor by giving them something special for Mother's Day. I know I have always in my whole life had surrogate family members that we treat like grandparents, and so I almost always send them a Mother's Day card every year to remind them how much they mean to me. So they tell kids they can do the exact same that Miss Christy does and acknowledge somebody else if they don't have that mom figure in their life. Thank you guys for leading. Moms, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your day today. I will be heading to Waco to help Nick move home. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.